Welcome to this very first lecture of this course, where we will lay the foundation of our learnings by understanding what is Prometheus. Starting with its definition, according to its official documentation, Prometheus is an open source, system monitoring and alerting toolkit with an active ecosystem. It is an open source metric-based monitoring system that collects metrics from the targets being monitored by scraping HTTP endpoints on the targets. Using Prometheus, you can analyze how your applications and infrastructure are performing by learning from the metrics discovered by Prometheus. Most Prometheus components are written in Go language, which makes them easy to build and deploy as static binaries. It uses a multi-dimensional time series database where every time series is uniquely identified by its metric name and an optional key value pairs that are generally called labels, where the term metric name specifies the journal feature of a system that you want to measure. For example, this is a metric with the name HTTP request total having one label, which is method in form of key value pair, with method as a key and get as value. FYI, this metric is used to get the total number of HTTP requests received. Throughout the course, we are going to deal with myriad of these such metrics. Now, to fetch the data from its time series data model, Prometheus uses a very simple yet powerful query language known as PromQL. PromQL is a read-only and a flexible query language that allows aggregation across any of the labels stored in its time series. The property read-only means that using PromQL, one can only fetch the metrics data from database and you cannot write the data back into the database. We have an in-detailed section dedicated to PromQL in this course covering all of its aspects. Since distributed systems are challenging to make reliable, so Prometheus does not attempt to form any clusters. Rather, it is built to work on a single server node and it stores metrics in memory and local disk. In short, Prometheus does not rely on distributed storage. Guys, though there are a number of libraries and servers available that help in exporting existing metrics from systems such as Windows machine, Linux machine, but still, apart from these integrations, to monitor your own custom services, you can also add instrumentation to your code via Prometheus client libraries, where you can choose from many client libraries and integrations available out there, with popular client libraries including Go, Java, Scala, Python, Ruby, and many more. Again, this client library section is explained in detail for few of the languages next in this course. Guys, an interesting thing is that there are already many client libraries and integrations available. So using Prometheus, you can monitor literally anything. In fact, this is what makes Prometheus famous than the other available tools in the market. Prometheus is a full-fledged end-to-end monitoring system with its own alert manager. So you don't have to look for any third-party integrations to handle the alerts mechanism. Prometheus is self-sufficient to handle them. So this was a brief introduction to Prometheus. Now talking a little non-technical about Prometheus project. Prometheus was started privately by Matt T. Proud and Julius Voles in year 2012 at SoundCloud. Later on, to clarify the project's governance structure, Prometheus joined the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, and in year 2016, it became the second hosted project of Cloud Native after Kubernetes. It is licensed under Apache 2.0 license, and now it is a standalone open source project and maintained independently of any company. If you look at its Git repository, currently it has around 474 contributors, more than 7,800 of commits, and 3,100 plus stars. So it's a kind of healthy project. Last but not the least, talking about its fame, since its inception, many companies and organizations have adopted Prometheus, and the project has a very active developer and user community around the globe. Alright, so that's it for the very basic introduction of Prometheus. And guys, please be assured that every technical keyword mentioned in this introduction lecture is explained with full details in the course. So even if you missed understanding some of the points, then never mind, it is just an introduction. In coming lectures, you will understand every technical term used in here.